Hey everyone, welcome back to the Markee garage. We're in my 2018 Ram 3500, going to look at a potential project car. Well, it's really not a project. It's really, I'm hoping it's a pretty turnkey car. So what we're going to go look at, I've wanted one of these since I was a kid. One of my neighbors growing up on my street had one. Well, slightly different version. His dad had a 98 Pontiac Firebird Formula, and I've wanted a 98 to 02 F-Body for like, I mean, as long as I can remember, I've wanted one, and been doing the parting out trucks thing and selling some old cars and doing this and that, and got some cash to kind of scrape together to buy one. And we're gonna go look at, this one's a Camaro. I had really hoped to find an SS or a WS6 Pontiac, but I mean, they're just insane money these days. Like 17 to 20 grand for a really nice one. And so a couple of the things that were like had to have for me, obviously it had to be an LS1 car. I really didn't want a 98, just because they're kind of their own thing with like the perimeter bolt valve covers. The ECU is a little different, and just first year type teething problems. A 99 or a 2000 would have been okay. They still have EGR. I really didn't want that. I really wanted an 01 or 02, and the one we're going to look at is 2002. And why I like the 01s and 02s is, well, obviously they're the newest, but also they have the LS6 intake, which is a little better than the earlier LS1 intake. The 02s also, I believe, have the better clutch from the Z06 Corvette, so they came with a better clutch. And that kind of brings me to my next point. Just one of the non-negotiables was it had to be a T-56 car. Like, absolutely had to be a T-56 car, like no chance for an automatic. And I wanted one that didn't have a ton of miles on it and wasn't like really ragged on. It had to have a straight body, good interior. So it's a T-56 car, it's a Camaro, it's a Z-28. I'd obviously hope for an SS, but this one's a Z-28. And then kind of the last thing was color. Like, sunset orange metallic, like everyone wants, would have been awesome, but pewter was definitely my second choice. And this one's a pewter car, so I'm pretty excited to go look at it. I think it's got some mods. I think it's got long tube headers, an exhaust system, a cam. It's got some suspension upgrades too. But other than that, it looks pretty clean, and pretty excited to go look at it and show you guys what we might be working with. So, yeah. Quick. The body's super clean, but it has the wrong cylinder heads on it. That's the only thing that's kind of weirding me out. The brake pedal feels really fucking weird. It has like no fucking... that was like almost maximum effort. Like it shouldn't. It just, they're like weirdly fucking. Something's wrong with the fucking brakes. Like, S10's faster than this thing.
I would agree.
It just runs sick. Like bad. Like it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking. It's fast, but it like. And it's definitely fun. Like I mean, I definitely want one of these. Like,
but is this your one?
I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to like give it to me like really cheap, but like. Definitely want a T-56 one, that's for fucking sure. It just doesn't like stand hard like a manual, like. It's like powerful, but it's. I want to see the oil pressure on now that we've vlogged it a couple times. Yeah, I mean, it holds good oil pressure, and I just don't think it's. I don't. Like, I love the seating position. It's comfortable. Like there's fucking teeth in there.
Like dentures? Okay.
In kind of a weird way. You know, with 70,000 miles, I expected it to be like relatively original. Had an 862 5.3 heads, the valve covers, the front cover. Had kind of a rough Chevy orange paint job. It allegedly had a cam in it. It really did not feel like it had a cam. Didn't have any lope. It never stood up hard. My S10 would have smoked that car, and that's got a 5.3 in it. It just never stood up. It felt like it was totally untuned. Second of all, transmission, it shifted great. Definitely want a T56 now, but it felt like it probably needed a clutch. It just, from starting out, you had to slip it a lot to get it to do a smooth shift. Between gears, once you were moving, it was fine. You know, the 5th gen Camaro shifter that was in it, you know, bang gears, it shifted great. I was happy with that. I definitely want a T56 car after this. And finally, kind of like the kiss of death was really the brakes. It's like what I said. 01, 02 Camaros should not have EGR. It had EGR headers that were plumbed into the booster, which is kind of weird in my opinion. Boosters are supposed to work on vacuum, not pressure. And the brakes were just super, super weak. You could stand on them as hard as can be, and the brakes just weren't that great. Rolling to a halt, there was a lot of resistance, and it was a little bizarre. The brakes were definitely hung up in some sort of way. There was something going on with the brakes. And so just between the engine, the transmission, probably needing a clutch, the brakes needing some sort of diagnosis, the check engine light was on, and the ABS light was on. So check engine ABS would have needed to be diagnosed before getting through Maryland State inspection and emissions. At that point, it was just kind of more work than I was willing to deal with for, you know, an F-Body with 70,000 miles, where the price was, you know, above what I thought it commanded. So I passed on it. So I'll be looking for another project car, looking for something to do. Definitely a T56 or manual transmission would be what I'm looking for. But yeah, that's the Markee Garage. You know, sometimes things happen like this, and, you know, we test drove a cool car and it didn't work out. So we'll see you next, guys. We'll be either working on Dynas, Cummins, LS engines, whatever it may be, whatever's cool. That's what I'm into. Wheels in the motor, I like it. That's the Markee Garage, and thanks for watching, guys.